Okay, we're back after a short intermission with our veteran Wayne Briggs, who's our 2021 Memorial Day Parade Grand Marshal. And I want to pick back up with how did the military affect you, and what did you learn about yourself?
The military proved to be a lot of things. It proved that I could do things that I never thought I could do. It also made me more of a person, realizing other people and maybe their needs and everything else too. I find myself calling yes ma'am, no sir, yes sir, and all this still to this day. And it's showing respect is the main thing that we should all learn in this country, and that helped me out a lot.
I agree. I think there's a pretty big lack of respect these days, and it shows in a lot of ways. What would you, or is there anything that you would like civilians to understand about military life? There's a lot of people, even within our community, people that have sons and daughters and husbands that serve and wives. What do us civilians not think about that you think we should understand?
Well, I think it'd be good for younger generation to think about the service. One thing, there's educational, there's sign-on bonuses, there's good retirement possibilities, there's medical and everything else, which is being paid for.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandson Sean is finding that out now. After his daily, he attends classes and stuff too to up his education. And when he does get out, if he wants to get out, right now he's thinking about staying in. It's something that's there for you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a regular job. You might lose your job or this, but usually on this, usually in it
Mm-hmm.
for as long as you want.
What advice would you give to young people looking to join the military? Like if you're scared about boot camp, or should you be in shape before you go in, or?
Well, there's a lot of things about boot camp that has changed since many years ago when I've been in. And right now when Sean went in, it's very much different. You got a time setting, you got a certain things you got to do. Actually, in his army, he was 1 second off from making the army, just on his run.
Huh.
And that stopped him from doing that. But then he went through and he said he would go to the Air Force. In the Air Force, he didn't have to do boot camp because they said the Army boot camp is tougher than ours. So if you came that close on that, you don't have to do our boot camp. You can go right into your schooling. So there's many different ways it has changed over the years. Now, boot camp, you go back, you can talk on your cell phone and stuff. When we were in, we didn't have that. You couldn't do that. We didn't call our parents until maybe a month or so after we were in or after graduation. So the only thing we had was writing letters.
What motivated you to join the American Legion?
Well, I had a very good personnel with Jack Brown, Bob Miller. We got along pretty good and wanted to get everything rolling again after it had stopped. And right now it's been 23 happy years in the Legion.
And it's going strong.
And it is going strong. We started out with 20 and now we're up to 90. And we do have
We've just
June,
added.
we got like 3 or 4 new ones, which will be added to our list.
And we now have a Sons of the Legion.
We also have Sons of the Legion, Ladies Auxiliary, and also we got the Legion Riders now. So everything's expanding out. As a matter of fact, the Ladies of the Legion were also doing Poppy this weekend and everything else for Poppy Day, which was a good thing. And
which, by the way, 100% of the proceeds go to veterans.
So they were doing pretty well on that, I thought, too, also. And they were happy to go out and do it. luckily they did have decent weather to do it in. So
Well, you're certainly one of them that are, well, for starters, you're on the board. You serve on the board as Sergeant of Arms. And whenever we have something going on, you are one of the first ones to step up and volunteer. For instance, when the bank was cleaned up, you're there. I mean, when I look around, you're definitely one of our big helpers in town. I know there's a lot more, but you're definitely
I try to
a
do
big
it
helper.
much as I can. Also, Stan Halver and I and Ralph took care of the memorial grounds there for quite a while, the mowing and the bank trimming. But as we getting older, we need some younger personnel to step in and give us a hand with that. And that's luckily the Sons of the Legion did that, and they stepped up nicely. And we got some wildflower seed that's going to be going in along that bank,
Oh, wonderful.
and which was donated by Voices Elevator
Oh, okay.
in East Leroy. They gave us a large bag of wildflower seeds, so
Oh,
that's what
very
we want to do the
nice.
bank in. Also up above, that rail is supposed to be coming out, and there's thinking about putting in like a little low hedge or flowers in there from the flower club also.
Very good. Are you on any other organization other than the Legion? I'm just curious. Not that you probably have time, but
Well, right now, besides, with the Legion and everything, Ralph has been appointed 3rd District Commander of many Legion posts in Michigan, and 2 posts that he can say or appoint, and both those were taken up. I, as Sergeant of Arms for 3rd District, Tom Lowande would be the 3rd District Adjutant coming up. So we got more involvement now at the
And
state
so-
level.
okay. So that's my question: is if that's a state level.
That is
So-
state level.
What would be some of the things that would affect, for instance, our community by having you, Ralph, and Tom involved with the 3rd District?
Well, as we found out now, when we put up Travis, when we put up him for the police officer year, which was very good work with Tom, doing this and the paperwork that was sent in, this is one of the things that we can do. Also, we have asked the school for a teacher's name, which, sorry to say, we did not receive for the Teacher of the Year through the Legion. Also, there's a scholarship fund from the Legion for the kids of the high school and everything else to help further their education also.
Now, if someone would be interested in that scholarship, what would they need to do?
There is a form that they need to fill out and take it from there and see what happens.
So just contact any Legion member.
You can, Tom would probably be the most main one right now, which we can look into it more, into the program we had before, and we can bring it up at our Legion meetings, 3rd District, and everything else also.
When you're not serving the community, what do you like to do for fun? Do you have any hobbies or
Watching my races on TV or...
what kind of races?
Well, right now, NASCAR, Indy's on right now, which I'm recording to watch later.
Okay.
But there's a lot of other things, like I help out other people with their lawns, like our neighbor Betty Blue. She's 92.
Oh, I remember Betty Blue.
She's 92, and her husband Bud is in the nursing home now with Alzheimer's so bad,
dear.
and he can hardly walk now at his 90. And so I help mow their lawn, help everything out that I can with them also. Also, my brother-in-law, I keep busy too. I'd be helping him out too, so with the lawn and everything else, care or whatever needs. Doctor's appointments, drive back and forth, so
You have a good heart.
it's a busy situation,
Right.
so, but it's
Well,
enjoyed.
Yeah. Well, we need you and we sure appreciate you for sure.
Well, there's a lot of things that I can't do without my wonderful wife Joyce giving me the support and the things that I do, and she appreciates what I do also. So
Yes. And there it is, a lot of time actually away from home. So
There is a lot of time for meetings, activities, but there's also a lot of times that she likes helping out too, maybe with some of our dinners or our other things and everything. She's enjoying doing that too, getting out and visiting with the people and everything else also.
How long have you guys been married? Put you on
Well,
the spot.
September 27th, 1973. So we're going on 48 years
Wow.
coming up.
How did you meet her?
I don't know, it just happened to be. I had been married once before, and so had she. I guess it was a time where our divorces and everything were going final and everything. She had 2 sons by her first. I had a daughter by my first, and I don't know, we just
Your
started
stars
talking.
kind of aligned, and here we are.
And yes, and here we are. And combined the family, so. But then
Yeah.
we also had one daughter by ourselves. So
Well, thank you for talking with us today.
it was my pleasure.
Good to get to know you a little bit more. And is there anything that you want to add? Or
I enjoy the community that we have here and everything, and I enjoy helping out with anything I can for them. Sometimes that the flags need replaced, we try to do that as much as possible also. Flag ceremony coming up, we'll be doing the folds of the flag and what they mean. And also we've been asked to do that for the 4th of July also by Mr. Hayden.
Oh, wow.
From the chamber, or Rotary.
Right. Which is actually on July 3rd.
Yes.
Yep. For fireworks.
And about raising of the flag and everything else of this sort.
You guys also attend several, unfortunately, funerals, but you do a lot of military funerals
We do military funerals also,
which is-
and there has been quite a few.
lately. Yeah.
And a lot of these have been hard because we
They're
know them as
so personal
friends.
Yeah.
And it just gets harder to do all the time. But it's our honor to honor them
Yes,
for what they went through and what they done.
for sure. Well, thank you, Wayne. That's good talking with you.
I hope so.